At 6, rebuilding and repair still on hold 3 months after an explosion rocked North St. Louis County. I'm Morgan Harris.
And I'm Corey Stark. An investigation found natural gas surged into a home and then ignited. Russell Kinsaw has spent the day in that neighborhood finding out why the recovery is taking so long to start. Russell?
Well, first of all, let me show you the house where the explosion took place is right behind me. The biggest change that's happened out here in this neighborhood is the house to the right that was damaged by the blast is gone. The owners have cleared out all of that debris, and now it's just a vacant lot with grass growing there. But for much of the rest of the neighborhood, the houses with damage, their homeowners are playing a waiting game with their insurance companies. Cecil Cobb has had to learn to be patient about his neighborhood's recovery.
Because when I come by here, it seems like not much changing.
His house was so badly damaged it's been declared unsafe. He and his wife are living in an apartment.
This is not something that you can just go over the top and do a little spackling or whatever and walk away.
A massive explosion on August 25th destroyed 5 houses and damaged more than 20. 18-year-old Dante Anthony Jr. was burned over 85% of his body. Investigators concluded there was a surge of natural gas into the house where Anthony lived, and somehow the gas ignited.
We made it through it for a reason, so could have been worse.
Cobb and his wife were unhurt. He comes by often to check on his house, and like most of his neighbors, his repairs have not started yet.
We're still trying to get to a point where we can see how much is going to have to be done, because they have engineers come out and they have to do deep. That's the kind of deep search to see.
Cobb said he's learned it's going to be a long, slow process.
It's a time-consuming process.
David Roan is with St. Louis County, and he checked but didn't find evidence that a flurry of repairs will be happening soon.
Well, to date, permit applications have been minimal, but that's not surprising to us. The property owners and the residents up there are dealing with a lot.
One homeowner told me he selected a contractor to do the repairs, but his insurance company is haggling over what it's willing to pay for. It's a common story in the neighborhood. Cobb is confident his house and his neighborhood will recover.
First couple of days, it was like, how are we going to do this? But with the help of the Lord now, we know it's going to be okay.
So David Roan with St. Louis County told me whenever a contractor applies for a permit to make repairs on any of the homes in this neighborhood where the blast occurred, those requests are expedited. Live in North St. Louis County, Russell Kinsaw, First Alert 4.
All right, Russell, thank you.